So I started in the world of art uh, through dance. Odyssey is my main practice. Um then I went on to explore more art forms because I soon realized that I'm not limited to, my artistic practice is not limited to just movement. So I picked up various other mediums like videography, like visual arts, and perfumery. I come from a background of um perfumers. I'm the third generation of perfumers in my family. So in my personal practice right now, uh, I try to blend all of these practices along with the kind of educational background that I have, which is psychology. I call myself a transdisciplinary artist, which is slightly different from a multidisciplinary artist in the way that my work in each medium informs my work in the other medium. And in a lot of my pieces, there are more than just one medium at work. So, yeah.
Okay.
So for the performance, um, I was very happy actually because the theme of the exhibition here that Art Loon is organizing at AIFACS was nostalgia and futurism. And this work that I presented here was called Nostalgia. It's a word play because nose, that's why. And as the name suggests, it uses olfactory motifs um, because memories and scents are very intrinsically connected. That is the most obvious connection that one can make with scents. So for this work, I blended 10 fragrances from motifs of daily life, for example, new car or old books or rain. So these are boxed into these wooden boxes, as you can see here. These are empty, but not really, because they contain the scent. Um, the idea behind it was to move slightly away uh, from the visual dominated world, because a lot of things that we see around us, uh, we see them, right? But usually we don't give much importance to the other senses, and which is something that I don't really like, because there is then this hierarchy in our senses, um, which is dominated by visuality. Yeah, so the idea was that an individual smells the boxes and is transported to a different point in space time, and if they resonate with a particular scent, they can use it to paint on the canvas here. And what we see here are some of the paintings, but there is so much that we can't see because scents are invisible in a certain way. Uh, when we paint with them and we don't see it, is it not really there? Is the question. It is, of course, there. Just like memories, just because we can't see somebody else's memory doesn't mean that they're not carrying it with them, right? Um, so I start this performance action with these boxes tagged on my head, and it's a tricky prop to use because why am I stacking them on my head? Why can I not carry them in my hand, or why can I not place them directly here? And the answer to that is, where do we carry our past? Where do we carry our memories? Is it behind us? Because if it's behind us, it'll weigh us down. And if it's in front of us, it'll sort of obstruct whatever we're looking at. And I sort of resolve this dilemma for myself by carrying it on my head. So it's in a way me saying that we carry our memories on top of us. they walk with us wherever we go. And yeah, that's about it. So Nostalgia, this is the third time me performing Nostalgia, and before this I've performed this at Thrissur School of Drama, and also at Swiss Embassy in Delhi. Although when I did it at Swiss Embassy, it wasn't so elaborate. I started with only 5 cents that I thought were really strong, really powerful. And this is the third time, and there's this slight modification that I did of having an open canvas on which people can paint with the cents. Because that is something that I've been building in my own practice. I've been painting with sand myself. So I thought that I would like to see people painting with sand, which is what they did. And I love it. I will keep this at home. So I've been working on this project. I've named it Tabula Rasa. It's the Latin word for a blank slate. And what I did in that is I used the accord of sweat for the base of the perfume, which sounds very counterintuitive, considering that perfume is a commodity that is used to mask body odor usually. But this is a problem that I have with commodification of art in general. If perfumery is an art form in itself, then why is it just sold as a commodity? Why is it not going beyond for I think it has a lot of potential for artistic exploration. So for this project, I used the smell of sweat such that the body that wears the perfume, when it starts sweating, it adds to the perfume itself, and it creates a different version of the perfume itself, such that it's unique to each body that wears it. And the floral in the perfume, which is a blue lotus, it blooms even more when the body is sweating. And yeah, I've been fascinated with the idea of sweat for a while now, because it's also an olfactory motif that each body, regardless of caste or class or gender, it produces, right? It's very universal in nature. And also, I'm a dancer. I've been around sweating bodies, myself included. So I think it's a great entry point for empathy. So yeah, I'm working towards creating something that is a dissertation project that I have picked up with a lot of enthusiasm. So I just hope to God that I can do justice to the topic.